So we've looked a little bit at running the slideshow, but we haven't used all of the features. So we are going to go ahead and start this from the top. And to advance, we've been clicking, but you can also press the space bar to advance. And if you point in the lower left corner, you've got some very faint controls that you may not even have noticed. But there is a next button and there is a previous button that you can use. And there's also a zoom button. Now, if you want to go to a particular slide, you can key in the number of the slide. So I'm going to key in a 4 and press enter. And that takes me directly to that slide. If I am talking and I'm giving a presentation and I notice that people are distracted looking at the slide instead of listening, I might change the slide to a black screen. And to do that, you press the letter B. And that will allow you to continue talking. And then once you're done, you can press a B again, and then the focus can go back to what's on the screen. So again, to go to a particular slide, you just key in the number of the slide. And if at any point you need to make the screen black, just key in the letter B. The letter B will turn it black, and it will also turn it back to normal. Now there is another feature in here called zoom. And sometimes in slides, text can get small, and you can click on zoom and then basically go to the area that you want to see and click, and it will enlarge that area. Now to get back into kind of a regular mode instead of zoomed in, all you do is right click, and that takes you out of zoom. If you need to display all of your slides while you are running a slideshow, next to the magnifying glass, which is your zoom button, is the display all slides button. So if we click on that, you can see all of the slides, and you can quickly go to any slide by clicking on it. Okay, so again, we've got the all slide, and then you can click on a slide to quickly go there. Now, while you're running a presentation, if you decide you want to exit, you can right-click and choose End. And we are actually going to go to a specific slide. So let me go to the All Slides again, and we're going to choose the location, I believe. Nope, not that one. A lot of the same information in a lot of these different slides. So we want studio shoots, location shoots, editing. Nope, slide 5. We're going to practice using some of the tools that allow you to draw focus to anything in your slide. So if we click on the pen, you'll notice we do have a laser pointer, and you can specify colors down here. Default is red. And as you're talking, you can actually move that laser pointer next to points that you are talking about to draw attention to them. Okay, and once you're done, you can actually press escape, and it goes back to normal mouse. And then we've got a pen. Default color is red. And you can circle items in the list. You can underline items. You can go back into the pen. You can erase all of the ink that's on the slide. The pen tool does take a little practice to get circles and underlines that look decent, especially if you're using the mouse. Not as easy as it looks. We can even change the color. And when you're done, you can erase all the ink, or you can selectively erase using the eraser. So I could just kind of click, and that would erase whatever I selected. Now, in addition to the laser and the pen, we have a highlighter, and it works very similar. We've got different colors we can pick from. So you can highlight in whatever color you want. And then it's just simply dragging over the items that you want to highlight. Let me remove the ink. And at this point, they did want us to go back. I'm going to press Escape. They switched slides on us, and they're now on slide 6. So we can go back to highlighter. And they want to highlight these main areas here. And we are going to go ahead and press Escape. And that should get us back to normal on the mouse. And then we'll press Escape to end our show, and we'll discard the changes. There is a feature that will basically allow you to encircle things or put a rectangle around something or highlight something that is more permanent and looks a little bit more professional than what you get from the tools when you're running your show. However, this feature is not perfect either, but it's in the review ribbon. We're going to click on Start Inkling, and you'll notice that we've got the same tools that we saw when we were running the show. So we're going to turn on the pen. We want to make sure Convert to Shapes is turned on, and then we're going to choose the second red pen, and we're going to kind of carefully draw a rectangle around Studio Shoots. And what this will do is kind of smooth out the lines so that it looks a little bit more professional. And if you don't like how it looks, there is an eraser, okay, or you can click on Undo. So you want a rectangle around Studio Shoots, and then we're going to highlight Los Angeles Studios. So we're going to turn on the highlighter, and we're going to click on the More button. And what they would like is kind of that thick, almost turquoise color. And we're going to highlight Los Angeles Studio. Whoops, I converted it to a shape. Let me undo. And turn off Convert to Shape. And we'll try highlighting again. We got highlighter. And then for the color, I'm going to pick that. And I'm just going to go over Los Angeles Studio. Still is not the easiest to use, but this would be more permanent. Now there is an eraser, so you could try to erase and get it to look better. But whatever you do on here is more permanent. So I'm going to stop Inkling. And let me go to my home ribbon, and you will see that those, the box and the highlighting are still there. And if we were to run the slideshow from here, you would see that they are here as well. I'm going to escape here and save my changes.